You're now watching Qnews. Here are the top stories for this hour. Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi has met Libya's parliamentary speaker Aqila Saleh, reaffirming Egypt's support for Libya's unity and political path forward. During the talks in Cairo, President Sisi stressed the importance of holding simultaneous presidential and parliamentary elections and called for the withdrawal of foreign forces to secure stability. He reaffirmed Egypt's backing for Libya's sovereignty and unity. Saleh thanked Egypt for its critical role in supporting Libya's transitional phase and facilitating progress towards national elections. Hamas has announced that it has completed internal consultations with Palestinian factions regarding the latest proposal from mediators to halt the aggression in Gaza, submitting a positive response. Hamas expressed its readiness to immediately engage in negotiations on the implementation of this framework. A Palestinian official described Hamas' response as constructive, aiding in reaching an agreement. That comes as mediators propose a 60-day ceasefire, which Israel accepted earlier this week, with U.S. President Donald Trump advocating strongly for the ceasefire. Gaza-based health authorities have announced that the death from Israeli attacks on the Gaza Strip has climbed to over 57,300 and over 135,900 wounded. Gaza-based health authorities have reported that Israeli military operations in Gaza killed 70 Palestinians and injured 332 others in the past 24 hours. U.S. President Donald Trump has stated that he has restored the United States' strength and respect globally, claiming that recent B-2 bomber strikes had completely erased Iran's nuclear program. During his Independence Day speech at the White House, he praised the military operation as a perfect mission. Trump also announced plans for a larger air defense system than the Iron Dome. He highlighted the success of recent military operations, contrasting them with past helicopter collisions, and noted that no aircraft or personnel were lost during these missions. The Lebanese government has strongly condemned the armed displays in Beirut attributed to Hezbollah. That came as Lebanese Prime Minister Nawaf Salam stated on X that such actions are unacceptable under any circumstances, as per his description. He contacted the Ministers of Interior and Justice, urging them to take necessary legal actions against those responsible. This statement followed a controversial armed demonstration in central Beirut that evoked memories of the civil war. Meanwhile, reports indicate Hezbollah is preparing to respond to a U.S. proposal regarding disarmament discussions. U.S. President Donald Trump has stated that he discussed sanctions with Russian President Vladimir Putin, who is concerned about the potential imminence. These comments followed a frustrating call between the two leaders that yielded little progress in resolving the conflict with Ukraine. Trump also mentioned his conversation with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky about possibly sending Patriot missiles to Kiev amid increasing Russian airstrikes. That came after Russia launched its largest drone attack on Kiev since the conflict began, resulting in 1 death and at least 23 injuries. Russian presidential spokesperson Dmitry Peskov has stated that Moscow pays close attention to U.S. President Donald Trump's comments regarding the lack of progress in Ukraine. Peskov noted that Russian President Vladimir Putin reiterated his country's commitment to achieving the goals of its military operations during a recent phone call with Trump, preferring political and diplomatic means. Earlier, a senior aide to Putin indicated that Russia would continue to address the root causes of the conflict in Russia despite ongoing diplomatic stalemate.
Были бы очень сложные переговоры, позиционные переговоры, местами непримиримые, но шли бы переговоры. Они отказались, ведомых Соединенными Штатами Америки, в их
Senegal Prime Minister Ousmane Sonko has called for stronger China-Africa cooperation in technology, highlighting Africa's potential for major scientific advances during his visit to China. On his first official visit as Prime Minister, Sonko toured Hangzhou, Tianjin and Beijing, meeting companies in sectors like digital economy, new energy and smart logistics. At Tianjin port, one of the world's most advanced, he discussed Senegal's port projects and shared his vision of turning Senegal into China's strategic gateway to West Africa. Sonko believes deeper tech partnerships will help unlock Africa's scientific potential. Well, this concludes our top stories for this hour. Many thanks for watching and stay tuned for more updates on Qnews.